Okay, so this video is for Robert. I'm just putting this video out there to see if I could be of assistance in some way. So here's my take on the situation and what could possibly be helpful to you. I do life coaching with people, and I do help people with weight loss, and the way I approach it is really different than a lot of stuff that's out there. Okay, and what I do is I start people with transforming what's going on in their mind, transforming the programming, releasing the blocks that you have. You know, if you have self-doubt around all this, or hopelessness, or you feel just overwhelmed by it, or it feels like it's an impossible task for you to achieve, you know, the goal of the weight loss, you know, that's going to sabotage anybody that's trying to lose weight. That's going to sabotage you if you don't have the kind of like sense of confidence that you're going to succeed, and if you haven't found how to make it in your mind compelling, kind of inspiring. Okay, and I'm going to explain a little more what that means. So you know, and this is going to be beyond probably stuff that you could just, you know, simple little tips that you could do on your own. You definitely would have to contact me for me to kind of explain better how exactly I go about it. So here, essentially what it is I use different techniques. Kind of imagine like, it's what I do is not hypnosis, but kind of like if you imagine the way people do hypnosis to really like change their mindset and kind of help them, you know, feel more positive and empowered around making a change. It's along the lines of that with changing your programming, but it's not hypnosis. It's a technique I start off with this technique. This is like a kind of personal development type of technique that's used to, again, kind of reprogram your mind so that the process feels more, you feel more empowered psychologically around it. It's a technique that's called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. Okay, and that involves, you know, we have acupuncture points all through our body, or acupressure points, and that involves like stimulating those points. And it sounds weird, but it works right away. You'll feel the change is happening on the spot. So even though it may sound like weird, you know, all hokey or something, trust me, you'll feel the stuff happening. The stuff that you feel changing, you know, there's no way you could argue it. You just plain feel change is happening. You know, what I would get a person to do is release those blocks, the beliefs, the hopeless feelings, whatever that is. And I operate on the basis that in order to successfully lose weight, the process needs to be compelling to you. You know, it can't be willpower based. You're probably going to get a lot of people talking to you about, you know, having more willpower. You probably may think that to yourself, you know, but it's not really just about the willpower. It's about more taking control of the programming. Because even if you try to use willpower, right? But if in your mind you see it as just horrible process or an impossible process, if you're playing that, let's say, programming, okay, in your mind while you're trying to use willpower, that doesn't work, right? Because you're thinking all these thoughts about how impossible it's going to be. So what I do is, you know, we go in and clear out the blocks and then find what it is that you particularly find compelling around losing the weight. What inspires you? What excites you? What positive benefits would you get from reaching your desired goal weight? Okay, and making you focus on success, on the solution, not just what is right now in the moment. Okay, you know, you at your current weight, or not even what was right in the past and how it hasn't worked and all the, you know, whatever shortcomings you may have had. That is obviously not empowering, right? So it would be focusing on the solution and how to get you moving forward. And a combination of it is stuff that I would do with you over the phone. And of course, you know, I want to make it clear, I'm offering my services to you free of charge. So it would be to get that in motion for you, the programming, so that now you're empowered, you're moving forward, and that makes a huge difference. The next kind of like aspect of the work is the nutritional science around it. Okay. This would be just going into a nutritional system, you know, for lack of a better term, let's call it, you know, the diet, okay? But it's not really a diet. It's really more a nutritional philosophy, okay, based on the way healthy people eat, healthy societies eat. It's a nutritional system that's been around for a long time. It gets better results, in my opinion, than anything else out there, because you're going to eat not only healthy, but you're going to be able to eat all day long, okay, in a healthy, low-calorie way, where you're not starving yourself. So this is not going to involve starvation. So even from that angle, you're not going to have to use the willpower, okay? Because I'm not going to tell you, put you in, some kind of low-calorie diet where you're starving all day long. This diet is designed. It's essentially a plant-based, whole foods diet, okay, where you're going to eat just a lot of, the fruits, vegetables, foods that have a lot of fiber, foods that keep you feeling full, but with low calories. Okay, and I'll explain to you that science. It has to do with eating, also healthy carbohydrates that keep you full, give you energy, make you feel satisfied, and we keep the fat low, the fat intake. Okay, and a lot of what I do when I merge the two things together, the mental and the diet, also because when people are trying to make these changes, they have these sort of toxic food addictions. Chances are, right, you crave fat a lot, you crave sugar a lot, you crave meat a lot, all these things that have a lot of calories. So what I would essentially do with you with the technique is it's essentially also like a healing technique, okay, but again, it can be done over the phone, and that technique helps release the cravings too. It'll help accelerate releasing cravings for sugar and fat and and junk food, essentially sugar and fat more than anything else. It'll help release that and accelerate letting go of that, okay, the cravings for that, okay. And then when you're ready for the exercise phase, what I explained with exercise-wise is so easy and quite pain-free, okay, that it's just more about consistency, just being consistent with it, and not killing yourself, especially in the beginning, not for a while. And that, of course, is for when you're ready to even be looking at the exercise aspect of it. So that's essentially what it is. It works really well. It'll help you release a lot of those blocks. And that also goes into confidence building too. The mental work that I do, the mental aspect of it. It goes into confidence building. And also, we're going to probably touch upon just things in your life that you want to see happen. Because that's linked up with it too. See, from the work that I do, is if you're more excited about achieving certain goals in life and feeling more purposeful with your life, that's going to help you. Right? That's going to help inspire you more. We're not just going to talk about losing weight, being whatever, let's say 185 pounds as your goal weight. Of course, we will talk about that a lot, but it's going to get into also what it is that excites you. What are the positive benefits of losing the weight, even just in your life in general, maybe career-wise, maybe having your own family. I know you mentioned that in the video. Increasing your chances of attracting, a lovely lady that's gonna, be a life partner with you. Okay, so that's essentially what I do. You can contact me directly, and I'd be more than happy to help you. We can try it even once over the phone, and I'm sure you'll see a pretty big difference in your mindset, and what I do, it works pretty quickly too. So this stuff is happening within minutes. You're experiencing all the changes that I'm talking about. Okay, so looking forward to hearing from you, and even if I don't hear from you, good luck. It sounds like you're getting a lot of support from people, so that's great. So one way or the other, you'll be fine. Okay, so good luck.